Hey there everyone. Today I'm gonna show you or actually tell you about 10 exam techniques and tips that will help you pass out every exam in your life and maybe internal and board exams for more of 10th and 12th grade. Okay, let's get started right now. Okay, in number one, you can jot it down or note it down. In number one, you have all necessary materials with you. In exam, you can't borrow items such as pen, pencils, rulers, or calculators with your friends. And it may, if you are borrowing, it may give you a serious loss of time. You don't see it, but after get to know about it, you will know that nearly 10 to 12 minutes of your exam you waste in this kinds of things. Okay. In number two, you have a relaxing night before exam. This is very, very important and my favorite one. You should always have a relaxing night before relaxing night before an exam. If you don't have a relaxing mind or relaxing body, you won't concentrate in that exam properly. Therefore, you should have a early night and try to have a early night sleep and also try to have a healthy breakfast. Okay. In number three, you should always read the entire paper properly, and at first when you get the question paper, you should always see the question paper at first, and then you start to write. It may take 5 minutes, but it's very, very important. And you should always mark the questions which you can solve easily and start to solve from the easiest and go to the hardest. That will increase your motto, and therefore you can nicely pass out and do the exam. Number four, plan your time and plan it very, very easily. For a short question of nearly 2 marks, if you have a 100 marks exam of 3 hours, for a short question you need to get 3.5 minutes of 2 marks, and for 4 marks you need to get 7 minutes. If you don't know any of the questions, you can leave it for the last, but you should always attempt all the questions. So, and that was the fourth. And in the fifth one, you have jot down the ideas as they come to you. If you are writing one of the answers and suddenly you realize that you have another point of for another question, you should jot it down in a rough paper or that so that you cannot forget it easily. While you are answering one question, information about other may come suddenly to you. Therefore, jot it down somewhere, because when you come to that question, you may forget it an hour later. And number 6, you have don't leave any questions unanswered. You shouldn't leave any question unanswered, no matter how nicely you have written one answer, but you should never leave any answer unanswered. Any question unanswered. Sorry. If you leave any question unanswered, you don't get any marks for it. In leaving maths and English, you get a little marks, maybe 0.5 also for a certain number. If you write a bit, you don't know, you don't understand, but if you write anything about it, you may get 0.5 or 1 marks. In number 7, you have never leave the room early. You should always recheck and do underlines, scale pencil, and rulers. Therefore, you should always never leave the room early. Okay, don't spend much time on same question, right? You shouldn't spend any more time in the same question. Therefore, you will sorry. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, sorry. You will waste time for another question. Therefore, you should answer all the questions, and you can know. 9 number. Never omit an entire question. This is very, very important. You should never, never, never ever omit an entire question. You should write something just about it. If you know that it's incorrect, but also you should write. Maybe sometimes you get the marks for it. Okay, number 10 and the last one. Maintain a stable energy. Okay, this one. Eating foods such as chocolate bars before exam might give you energy. Energy boost to begin. But your blood sugar levels will drop within an hour, and your energy will plunge dramatically, making it hard for you to concentrate. Therefore, this is scientific. You can know I'm a scientific guy. Okay, as it is scientific, therefore I want to tell you these 10 tips have helped me very, very much, and I have scored very, very good grades. That is 90%. I'm joking right now. I am a 100% exam in there. Okay. Let's leave it. You should always follow the steps and score best grades. All the best for your exam. Goodbye.